Happy New Month and welcome to your program of choice, Health Affair on AIT. On the platform, we focus on public health challenges, issues about women and children with a view to preparing lasting solutions. I am your regular anchor, Oshuomowa Daniels. Our focus this week is on iron deficiency. But first is the news segment. Rotarian Omotunde Olaleye, president of Rotary Club, VGC, and a supportive team there at the Lekki Conservation Center. They have been busy in the past few days planting trees at various locations.
We are here basically to observe our environmental week, which is a week that we are celebrating globally all over the country and especially all over the world, in the world of Rotary International. This environmental week is a week where all the clubs in District 9110 and other districts in the world goes about to do their tree planting. This week, there is what we call the 7 areas of focus of Rotary International, and environment is one of those areas of focus. So Rotary International is choosing this week worldwide to plant trees. So since last week, different clubs in the district have been, going to different locations to plant trees. We did one yesterday. We went to 3 locations to plant trees. This is the second day. You know the importance of planting trees. You take oxygen from trees. It provides shelter, and even in the olden days, when people go to war, you see that when they want to fight their enemies, some climb on top of trees and target the opposition. So planting trees have come a long way to provide that succor to human beings in terms of shelter, in terms of wildlife, even in terms of food. Some trees provide food for nurturing. Some trees provide shelter for people. It beautifies the environment, and it protects environmental degradation against erosion.
We've embarked on a 3 days tree planting ceremony. We started yesterday. Yesterday we planted in health centers and in schools. We planted in health center because of the same reason. We want the place to be well ventilated. We want mothers to sit under shades. We want oxygen, fresh air around the hospital, to at least to drive off or to blow away some disease that mingles with the air. And also in schools, to give the children the same thing: good ventilation, good oxygen, and to give the children a future of tree planting habits. In Rotary, believe that we should catch them young. So as they are growing up, they will be able to know that they need to plant trees around the city, in the villages, and everywhere.
One of the trees we're planting here at the Lekki Conservation Center is known commonly as the neem tree, but its scientific name is Asideracha indica. It is a plant that is indigenous to India, but it is in Nigeria here, and it has become a plant that is known for its medicinal qualities.
Beyond environmental preservation, another vital area of focus for Rotary Club International is disease prevention. This they have done religiously for years.
We've managed to eradicate polio in Nigeria. So now we are going into malaria and other diseases. We've done cervical cancer vaccination for students in secondary school. We want to catch them young and stop the transfer or kill off the cervical cancer. So we are doing it young for children the age of 10 to 14 years, so we can immunize them and protect them from having cancer in future.
We've invested money in upgrading, equipping, and renovation of hospitals. We've sponsored healthcare services. We've built hospitals. One of our projects in our club this year is to kit pregnant women in different maternity homes. We've spent money treating people against all forms of diseases prevalent in the world.
Done with the tree planting exercise on Saturday, 29th of July 2022, the President appreciated his members who later dispersed to reconverge the next day at the Swiss International Hotel VGC for a seminar. In attendance were critical stakeholders in the environment sector.
We have all seen now from our presentations, the two presenters let us know that the earth is like our baby, and the earth even talks. They talk to us. You understand? If the earth is dry and it's hungry for water, we can see it, it will crack. So you will know that you have to take care of it. We also know that trees gives us oxygen. So some people think that oxygen God just conjure oxygen. No, God has put trees in place. When they are blowing, they blow oxygen to us. They blow away our diseases that is in the air. Now know also now that fumigation that we do every time is dangerous. So we need to know the chemicals that they are using, the effect on the ground, because they said it affects the ground. So we also have to ask questions from the people we buy our chemicals from. Some kill our pests, some kill human beings.
We go outside the country, we visit developing countries and developed countries, and we see how clean those countries are. So it didn't just start today, it didn't start yesterday, it started many years ago. Those are the prices that people have paid in beautifying their environment. We talk about flood in Lagos and every other part of Nigeria, and we blame the government for flood, but we fail to realize the fact that when you finish drinking water, you don't drop that empty bottle in the gutter because it goes to block the gutter. So government is actually doing their own part. On our own, we should also try and do our own by maintaining cleanliness and make sure that we live in an environment that is clean and free of degradation.
The environment is number one unit of production, and so also the environment is our mainstay, is our life support system. So if our life support system is not healthy, we will not be healthy. And we are the ones who have the responsibility to make it healthy, so that in turn it will take care of us.
Rotary Club International is a humanitarian service organization with over 1.4 million passionate individuals worldwide working to impact humanity positively. It was founded by Paul Harris in 1905 in Chicago, Illinois. The 2022-2023 presidential theme is Imagine Rotary. The theme challenges members to dream big, take action, uniting to work towards global change.
A healthy population, people often say, builds a prosperous nation. But many Nigerians are threatened on a daily basis and die needlessly due to diseases, poor health care, malnutrition, and lack of access to relevant health information. The sorry state of our health infrastructure is also a major challenge. On Health Affair, Oshomo Daniels brings these challenges to the attention of relevant authorities for a lasting solution. For sponsorship and advert placements, please call the numbers showing on your screen. Health Affair, your access to good health through relevant information.
Chartered on the 5th of June 1997, Rotary Club of Victoria Garden City, VGC, Lagos, Nigeria, is one notable club that has come a long way in delivering excellent service to humanity through dedicated and knowledgeable leaders, always working to better the world, which is the core mandate of Rotary Club International, founded in 1905 by Paul Harris in Chicago, Illinois, USA. On Saturday, the 6th of August 2022, the club took another quantum leap into greatness with the investiture ceremony of Rotsry Omotunde Olaleye as its 26th president. Venue of the event at the Swiss International Hotel VGC Lagos was filled to capacity, and with the Rotsry grace, the tone was set for the day's event, installation of the imaginative president and board members for the 2022-2023 Rotsry year.
This honor that I've carried for 1 year, I hereby take it off and give to a man that has supported me through my year, has been an ambassador of this great club, has been an example of what Rotsry can be, not long, not length, but depth. He's been here for barely 2 years. But we know for him to drag being these years, they tells you 1 or 2 things. So it gives me great honor to be standing on the backs of 25 great people and to be handing over today to another great person. Thank you all very much.
Please. Congratulations.
In his acceptance speech, Rotsry Omotunde spoke at length with a massive intervention for the education sector, topping his project plans.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to this glorious event of our club. Thanking you especially for the privilege you have offered me to serve as our 26th president. Confident that with sustained collaboration, we shall all achieve greater feats during our tenure as the mandate of office demands. In the words of Sarah Benjamin, life engenders life. Energy creates energy. It is by spending oneself that one becomes rich. Dear friends, as we serve to fulfill our service mandate, begin to imagine a polio-free world, a healthy mother and child, a clean source of water, a robust economy, a green and clean environment, a disease-free world, a fully educated society. Permit me to amplify our vision statement. Together, we see a world where people unite and take actions to create lasting change across the globe in our communities and in ourselves. Can we imagine a world without Rotsry?
Passionate about service to humanity, the Ekiti State-born Omotunde Olaleye joined the Rotsry Club of VGC in 2019 and now a Paul Harris Fellow, Paul Harris Society member and benefactor of the Rotsry Club Foundation. He received the ExxonMobil Procurement Vice President Award in 2007 and proceeded to participate in the ExxonMobil Procurement Network seminar in London. He was transferred to the corporate headquarters of Mobil Producing Nigeria Limited in Lagos in 2008 as drilling procurement advisor with responsibility for providing strategic sourcing and acquisition support for the entire Nigerian drilling organization. In 2012, he was appointed lead contract administrator for the Nigerian project organization with responsibility for managing the entire offshore contracts worth over $5 billion.
I must thank the members of our club for ensuring that only dedicated Rotarians are elected presidents, regardless of pressures and campaign promises. This has resulted in the execution of impactful projects over the years.
Rotsry, by its symbol, is a wheel. So the wheel keeps rolling. So beyond what I say or what I don't say, we have a 3-year rolling plan, a 5-year rolling plan that every president keys into. So there's nothing like abandoned projects. It's a united vision that we keep adding and taking out from. From all the things that we did, I had to do in my year, I closed them out. He will do even greater things, aligned with the same vision. So from year to year, the theme changes. Mine was set to change lives. His is Imagine Rotsry. So he would pick projects that would key into that theme and that vision.
First of all, they must visit their communities. You cannot give what people don't want. It won't be appreciated. So first, there's what we call needs assessment. That is the first thing you do before you can go to anyone to go and give them anything. It's only when you have given them what they asked for that they appreciate you. So don't just go sit down there and say you want to give what you have, but go there and see what people will need and they will cherish and will also be very impactful. It's one thing to do a project, it's another thing for it to be impactful. What is that area that is so big that I can address? That will cover a lot, generality of the community, rather than just few people.
Rotsry has their own crate. Their crates, they call it four-way test or thereabouts, but it's just a natural surface to humanity. My advice to him is that he should not deviate from the Rotsry crate, the four-way test.
I'm paying my dues, and my commitment is to continue to serve humanity through Rotsry. I tell people, the 100,000 that you will spend in buying champagne, you can spend that 100,000 to eradicate poverty. Every 50 cents you contribute to Rotsry Foundation for polio will immunize a child. If you contribute $1,000 to polio, $1,000 will immunize 2,000 children. And when you contribute $1,000 to Rotsry, Bill and Melinda Gates contributes $2,000, meaning that you have $3,000 that will immunize 6,000 children. This Rotsry year, we plan to do various things, and I will reel them out to you in summary. We intend to invest into basic education and literacy by donating computers to institutions. We plan to renovate the Home Economics Laboratory of Muslim High School, Shagamu. That's my alma mater. We plan to go to the Paseli, the school, yes, for the blind. We also plan to visit the Wesley School for the deaf in Surulere. We plan to renovate toilets. We plan to renovate a block of 3 classrooms at Olomu Secondary School. We plan to sponsor 10 children to the Rotsry Youth Leadership Academy. In partnership with Life Plus International, Foundation International, we plan to empower 30 community people in training them in agricultural and non-agricultural craft training. So in a nutshell, those are the kind of things we plan to do this year. We've done our fumigation exercise, we've done our tree planting exercise, we've donated a computing system, online computing system to our club, and many more that we intend to do for fun, because all works no play makes Jack a dull boy. Myself and my team will be visiting Mauritius sometimes this year as part of our exchange programs to fellowship with the Rotary Club of St. Pierre in Mauritius. We also intend to fellowship with some clubs outside the district in 9125 and 9142.
Rotarian Omotunde Olaleye has 32 years of cognate experience in manufacturing, oil and gas with knowledge in supply chain, warehousing, project procurement, contracting management, engineering procurement, construction and project management. He is presently the MD CEO, Rockwool Educational Services, MD CEO, Musical System Limited, and several other multinational organizations. He is happily married and blessed with children. Rotarian Omotunde attended ExxonMobil SAP training in Houston, Texas in 2003 to 2004. He attended ExxonMobil Controls Advisor Training in London in 2007. He holds an MBA in International Business Strategy and Operations from the International Business Management Institute, Berlin. The list of Rotarian Omotunde's profile is continuous, and with his wealth of experience home and abroad, I am very sure you will indeed agree with me that it has all it takes as the imaginative president to explore limitless opportunities provided by the Rotary 2022-2023 international theme, Imagine Rotary, for the betterment of VGC Rotary Club in the next 1 year. The month of August for members of Rotary Club International is a time for membership growth. So, it was for this purpose that members of the Rotary Club of Victoria Garden City gathered here on Saturday, the 27th of August at the Swiss International Hotel. Members took turn to share their Rotary experience.
It's a month that we celebrate our members, both the existing, and we also welcome new members that will join us. So this is happening everywhere in the world, Rotary this month. So Rotary Club of Victoria Garden City are choosing today to have our membership hangout. Currently, we are 71, and our target this year, this Rotary year, starting from the 1st of July to 30th of June next year, to have our membership increased from 69, where we ended last Rotary year, to new Rotary year by growing our membership to about 91 next year. So I joined Rotary Club of Victoria Garden City in 2019, and it's been an exciting moment. To me personally, it has developed me in the area of leadership. I've made friends with about 1.4 million Rotarians worldwide. Because statistically, we have 1.4 million Rotarians worldwide. And once you are a Rotarian, you are a friend to all other Rotarians. It has given me the opportunity to meet new people and know new people. It has given me the opportunity to serve both my club level and our district level. So it's been an exciting moment for me. So my takeaway message is to encourage people to come and join us.
The greatest. I'm so proud of them. We're fortunate that we're doing all the things, and this is not to praise ourselves, but I will praise us. I will praise us. We're doing all the right things with the services to humanity. Each and every one of us dedicated.
To me, Rotary is a way of life because I've been a Rotarian for over 20 years now. And what struck me first is that they care for the less privileged. I come from a very humble background, and I found that as this has been, and if I've had opportunity for Rotary assistance, that would have been much easier for me. So what I couldn't have at that time, I think it is beneficial to give it to people now that I'm in a position to do that. That is what is Rotary.
At a time when Nigeria is bedeviled by mounting economic, political, and insecurity challenges, members prefer the lasting solution through the four-way test principles of the Rotary Club International.
My message to the government is to continue to provide conducive environments and formulating policies that will assist Rotarians and other members of Nigeria and other Nigerians and people in the world at large to have a better place to stay. And if you look at the four-way test, there is nothing in life that you are looking for that you don't find in the four-way test. Of all the things we say, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it promote goodwill and better friendship? And will it be beneficial to all concerned?
is one of our guiding principles in Rotsry. And we find that if the Nigerian politicians can actually think about one-way tests as a guide, country will be a better place to run.
Chartered on the 5th of June 1997, Rotary Club of Victoria Garden City is one of the most vibrant clubs in Nigeria that makes up other numerous clubs of Rotary International across the world, founded in 1905 by Paul Harris in Chicago, Illinois, USA. For your events coverage, advertisement of goods and services, Dara Network TV is a veritable platform for you. We'll give you a wide reach at a very considerable price. Follow us today on our social media handles: YouTube, Dara Network TV, Twitter at Dara Network TV, Instagram at Dara Network TV. Or send an email to gloriaforgabriel@gmail.com or contact Shino Daniels on the numbers showing on your screen: 0802 568 1978, 0903 027 9524, or 0705 898 9874. Dara Network TV, an online platform built on truth and integrity. Try us today. Children always know a person with a good heart when they come across one. This can only be the explanation for this joyful reception here for the president of VGC Rotary Club by the pupils of Wesley School for the Deaf. The quest to always find a place where there is a need so as to make lasting impact led the president and his team here to donate food items.
Came here, we did the needs assessment, and you told us what you need. Even though we cannot meet all your needs, but in the spirit of love, as a club, we have come to present this to you, to present to our children on behalf of the Rotary Club of Victoria Garden.
September being the month for basic education and literacy, the team also touched down at the Pacelli School for the Blind to donate educational materials.
On behalf of Rotary International Global, we present this to you as a token of our love. And we promise that this will not be the end of our relationship. Rotary Club Victoria Garden, our Pacelli School. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We are very grateful for your visits today and your gifts. We appreciate, and God, who knows the heart and mind of everybody, will reward each and every one of you more abundantly. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
And may we continue to serve humanity. And if possible, join Rotary.
Thank you very much. I will. I promise.
You can
It's a mission school owned by the Archdiocese of Lagos, but managed by sisters of the Handmaidens of the Holy Child Jesus Congregation. Pacelli has been here for the past 60 years.
60 years?
Yes. We are made up of, we have total number of 140 children. God is living with us here. We run academic session like every other school, but not like every other school, because it's total free education. We depend totally on charity. Government is not helping.
us, both their feeding, their clothing, their accommodation, everything is free. And as we know, Catholic Church, we don't discriminate. In fact, 80% of children we have here are Muslims. Yes. But what we do is first come, first serve. Depend on people of goodwill, organizations, individuals who come to do donation. That's how we are surviving.
Battalions? Good afternoon. How are you? They have come today to come and visit us, and they brought some writing materials for us. And promise that this will not be the end, they will continue. So what do we say to them? Just like that? All right.
We say welcome to you.
Say welcome to you.
Welcome.
In Jesus' name.
Oh, relax,
relax, relax, relax in this place. Spirit of God is truly in this place.
Oh, relax,
relax, relax, relax in this place. Spirit of God is truly in this place.
We say welcome to you.
In Jesus' name, us in this place. Spirit of God is truly in this place.
Give them palm oil, we give them garri, we give them beans, we give them indomie, we give them cartons of chicken, cartons of fish, palm oil, groundnut oil, and all sorts of things that they require. So that's what we give to them. And the other school there where we went to before we came here, they specifically told us that they need educational materials. And we gave them about 2,500 braille papers, which is a special kind of paper for the blind. They also requested for slates and stylus. We gave to them some good quantity, and we also gave them what we call maths and figures, which will be useful to them in pursuit of their educational career. You should recognize everyone. And now that Rotsry is preaching diversity, equity, and inclusion, we don't want to exclude everybody. Everybody has value to bring to the table. So these are our children, though they are special children, but with what we heard from the management, some of them are lawyers, some of them are doctors, and they are doing exploits in their profession. So you never should look down upon them, because they also have values to add to the community and to add to the world in general. So I'm happy to be here, and I'm glad that we are making impact to the society.
I'm really blessed. I'm happy, and I feel honored to be part of this, honestly.
Started on the 5th of June, 1997, the Rotary Club of Victoria Garden City comprises of charitable-minded men and women who have done great exploits around the Rotary's 7 areas of focus in the past 25 years, making the world a better place for all. For your events coverage, advertisement of goods and services, Dara Network TV is a veritable platform for you. We'll give you a wide reach at a very considerable price. Follow us today on our social media handles: YouTube, Dara Network TV, Twitter at Dara Network TV, Instagram at Dara Network TV. Or send an email to gloriaforgabriel@gmail.com or contact Shino Daniels on the numbers showing on your screen: 0802 568 1978, 0903 027 9524, or 0705 898 9874. Dara Network TV, an online platform built on truth and integrity. Try us today.
Hello, children. Hello, morning.
I don't know how many of you know that poem that we used to recite those days when we were growing up. We call it Ishe no Gunshe. Yes. You know Ishe no Gunshe? Yes. Would you like to recite it with me? Yes. Okay, let's do that. Take it late, on apaplara ìdúnkànìyè kan wọ́n bá fẹ́ olóògùn tàbí kó wà ní ipò pàtàkì ayé ọsí tẹ̀mítẹ̀mí jẹ́ kó ẹni tó ń rà kó. So thank you so much. We call you leaders of tomorrow, but leaders of tomorrow starts from today, because many of you are class captains, many of you are school prefects. So at that level, you are all leaders. So your journey to become leaders in future is starting right from now. And the only way you can improve on your leadership is to behave well and become good citizens of Nigeria.
The president of the Victoria Garden City Rotary Club, Omotunde Olaleye, there at the assembly ground, counseling the students on leadership and responsibility. Students and management of Olomu Junior and Senior Secondary School, Aja, in Etiosa Local Council Development Area of Lagos State, have over the years benefited from the kind gesture of the VGC Rotary Club since it was adopted. Thursday, the 22nd of September 2022, was another day of surprise as the club presented them with computers and a multimedia speaker.
We present you this, and we hope that you make good use of the equipment for the betterment of these students and to the glory of God. Thank you for presenting you this. We believe and hope that you make good use of the equipment towards the betterment of the students. We have all members of the city. Thank you.
Members of the VGC Rotary Club went further by taking their turn to teach the students on various subjects.
At a particular point in time in the journey of your life, you might encounter obstacles. I want to advise each and every one of you, do not give up. Do not give up. Disappointment is part of life. You will meet obstacles. And at times, when you don't meet obstacles and things begin to go rosy all the way, you won't learn. Because failure at times is what I consider the bedrock of success. So in every area of your life that you seem to encounter problems, see it as an opportunity to move forward.
We have it. So we have what? Plus 1 plus s plus minus 2 times 3 equals to what? 0. Why do you say equals to 0? Because this is a what? A compound. The oxidation number of a compound is what?
0. Under the English language, we are going to talk on the topic concord or agreement. What did I say? Concord or agreement.
There's something we call segregation of duties. Okay? I spent 32 years working in the oil and gas, and you have separation or segregation of duties. And segregation of duties is derived from
Division of labor,
which means no one must start a process and end that process. And from the practical point of view and from the ethical point of view, You don't need one person to start a process and complete it because of what we call unethical behavior. Can aid and abet what we call fraud because you are the only one that is involved in that process. So that is where it is from the division of labor that they derive that concept of separation of duties. And one of those advantages is that it quickens your process of work.
I noticed a knowledge gap in the subject economics. That's what I thought. I think that's what the Rotary Club is trying to bridge. Trying to bring the students to the limelight of what is in vogue when it comes to the different subjects, especially spread them for their O levels and for excellence in their results too.
I'm really grateful for Rotary actually coming to our school and also reminding of us and my other set of the topics that we've actually done for like XS1, actually refreshing our memories, reminding us of division of labor and specialization. It actually helps and actually reminded us of like the part where it said division of labor actually saves time and it actually helps in more economic activities. So I'm really grateful to Rotary for coming to our school today.
Before I even came to this school, Rotary has been helping my school, giving us scholarships. Those who graduated from the SS3 gave them scholarships to our institution, and as at today, we were given computer for our principal's office, and then they also educated us on some things, some subjects. For example, they brought volunteer teachers for commerce, economics, English, and others. Like they have really tried for us.
We appreciate what they have been doing. This is not the first time of coming here to help us. They fumigated the school during the holiday. They planted trees, and today they really surprised us. And on behalf of Lagos State Government and Education District 3, we sincerely appreciate their effort. And I pray God will continue to bless them all.
We are hopeful that they will use this opportunity to their own good, make very good use of the system, and of course help the students become a lot better at their academics.
Each month as it passes by, we have Team of the Month which we observe. Today, we came here with all members of the Rotary Club of Victoria Garden City to do what we call volunteer teachers educational program for students of Olomu Secondary School. So today we have teachers in different classes teaching economics, chemistry, commerce, and English language, and career and guidance talk. So we want students to benefit from Rotary International and Rotary Club of Victoria Garden City. This morning also we've presented 2 sets of complete computing system to the secondary school arm of this institution and to the senior secondary school arm of this institution and to the junior arms of this institution. So I will continue to do good because we are people of action. We are people that are sold to doing good in our communities and in the world at large.
I congratulate Rotary Club of Victoria Garden City for implementing the basic education and literacy program with style and color, being a very important Rotary area of focus. My apologies for not being present physically, but I wish you all well.
As part of activities to mark the 2022 Basic Education and Literacy Month, members of the club had earlier in the week visited the Wesley School for the Deaf and Pachali School for the Blind, where they also donated some educational materials and food items.
We don't focus on one particular area, although this is our catchment area, but we expand as much as we can. You know, Rotary is global. The reason why I say it's global is because we identify the needs of various communities, and within the resources we have, we try to enhance humanity, try to serve humanity with what we have. So that of the hearing and speech impaired students was part of, we identified the needs over there, and we started to extend our hand of fellowship.
Well, This same year, we are going to do distribution of dictionaries, which is our signature project. You see, we don't concentrate our efforts in just one place. We go about. So, a couple of weeks from now, we'll go to another place to give out dictionaries to those students. This is what we do continuously. If we don't cover much school this year, we'll do so next year. In few weeks to come, we'll also be commissioning a project which we did in Shagamu. That's a Muslim high school, Shagamu. The renovation of the home economics laboratory and equipping that home economics laboratory. That will be coming up in a couple of weeks. So you can imagine leaving our immediate community to a town in Ogun State. Even though Shagamu is in Ogun State and Ogun State is under District 9110. But we try to spread our tentacles to ensure that those also not in our immediate community can also benefit from us.
For your events coverage, advertisement of goods and services, Dara Network TV is a veritable platform for you. We'll give you a wide reach at a very considerable price. Follow us today on our social media handles: YouTube, Dara Network TV, Twitter at Dara Network TV, Instagram at Dara Network TV. Or send an email to gloriaforgabriel@gmail.com or contact Shino Daniels on the numbers showing on your screen: 0802 568 1978, 0903 027 9524, or 0705 898 9874. Dara Network TV, an online platform built on truth and integrity. Try us today.
See, only you want to take 3. See, look at that.
This is Obalende Underbridge in Lagos, Nigeria. Bringing food to the hungry in a place like this and to identify with the less privileged on the streets was part of activities by members of the Rotary Club of Victoria Garden City to celebrate the nation's independence at 62.
We've managed to distribute about 200 packages of food and water to the people here in Obalende so that they too will have a chance to appreciate that today is Independence Day and have something to eat.
In the spirit of the Independence Day, we have come to celebrate with them and to identify with them that Rotary means a lot to people. They are part of us, and interestingly, people here have told me today that they like what we are doing and they would like to be part of us. So meaning that Rotary is not only for the elites. Rotary cuts across people, the poor, the rich, the downtrodden, people on the wheelchair, beggars and everything. Government may not be able to reach out to these people, but in our own little way, we need to reach out to them. We need to reach out to them to celebrate the independence with them, okay? Because in our own way, we have to show them that Nigeria got independence in 1960, okay? So they don't know, but we have to tell them. We love them and we felicitate with them, and we are in agreement with them, because if you see the number of people that traffic through this place in a day, there are more than 20,000. Okay, so how do we show the fact that we appreciate what they are doing? It's by coming here in our own little way to align with them and to identify with them.
The decision to impact people here was also a demonstration of Rotary's commitment to peace building and conflict resolution, which is one of its major areas. of focus.
You can see that here we have the motor park staff, we have our friends from the north, we have people from the east. So in essence, what we are trying to do here is what we call diversity, equity, and inclusion in Rotsry. We don't discriminate, like you can see here. It's showing in Rotsry we don't discriminate, and in Rotsry we are diverse. So what it means is that in every area of life we cut across all areas of human beings. We have the poor, we have the rich, we have people on wheelchair, we have beggars, we have people who are less privileged among us.
Having eaten to their satisfaction, some of the street boys rained prayers on the imaginative president and his team for their kindness.
I like something like this. Yes, you know, it's very good something. Appreciate. Inú wa dùn bẹ́ẹ̀ wá ṣe ní community wa lọ́ba lè dé níbà ìkójọba lè dé inú wa dùn we dey appreciate.
In service to humanity, Rotarians indeed do not discriminate. For your events coverage, advertisement of goods and services, Dara Network TV is a veritable platform for you. We'll give you a wide reach at a very considerable price. Follow us today on our social media handles: YouTube, Dara Network TV, Twitter at Dara Network TV, Instagram at Dara Network TV. Or send an email to gloriaforgabriel@gmail.com or contact Shino Daniels on the numbers showing on your screen: 0802 568 1978, 0903 027 9524, or 0705 898 9874. Dara Network TV, an online platform built on truth and integrity. Try us today.
Your download is ready. Please check your email for downloading.
The classroom and practical training of these participants on digital marketing, vegetable farming, crop farming, and catering is a life-transforming process that can improve the financial and economic situation of beneficiaries if properly utilized. The 2-day intensive economic empowerment program, organized by the Rotary Club of Victoria Garden City in collaboration with Life Plus Foundation International, is their own way of tackling the increasing unemployment rate in Nigeria and the excruciating poverty that has driven many, especially youth, into negative vices.
We are an NGO and we have been in this business for about 4 years now. We are in 27 states in Nigeria and the 7 countries in Africa. Because we believe, if we look at our country now, Nigeria, there are 3 major problems that we have. 1, insecurity. It takes protection of God for one to be protected. 2, we talk of corruption. When we talk to ourselves, individually, whether in government, whether outside government, we'll be able to tackle corruption. But in case of poverty, we discover that you can't pray away poverty. When you pray, you also work. We all know that our children now, the 21st century children, we call millennial children, they are digital people. They pick this and we are training the community youth, both male and female, that they sent to us. How do we use digital marketing? How do we use our digital life that we have presently to market our product on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram? Within 2 days we do the training, but the mentoring takes as long as the student or the member learns.
We know that anybody with a skill, we need to at least show the world what they can do. So with this digital marketing training, it will help them to enhance their product or service and sell it in this digital age that we are in.
I encourage participants to learn and be focused and carry what they've learned here, practicalize it, and make money out of it, to be able to send their children to school, to be able to feed their family.
I'm delighted they are here, and they are giving it the seriousness it deserves. The theory and then the practical aspect of it is a whole world wide of experience, and they have a reputation. Life Plus, they have a reputation. That was why we chose to partner with them and provide sponsorship for this empowerment scheme.
So far, a lot of things at first started like they were basic. I thought, oh, I know this, I know that, but then I realized that it's actually more than I thought I knew. There are a lot of things that are ingrained in it that for the basic person, it looks like it's easy, but then you start finding out details that are very, very good for you. So I'm happy that I'm here right now. I want to get more customers. I want to have more events that are anchoring, whether in a corporate space or whether it is events, social events, book launches, birthdays. I want more people to know about me, and of course digital marketing helps me do that.
There are some things I don't know about it before, but now I'm getting to know about it. Thank you for the opportunity. We are grateful.
Beyond the training, participants will be given startup loans to invest in their chosen areas of specialization.
We don't just leave them, we monitor them and make them settle down. So, and that is the reason why we came to Life Plus Foundation International, because they have a package whereby if you are trained and you are successfully trained, you go through their financial empowerment system, whereby they help you to settle down, borrow you some money, interest-free, and use that to start. So as you pay the loan, you graduate to other levels of loan.
We group Nigeria into 3 groups. The first group are the people that they don't have help. Nobody helps them except God. These are the people that we give them money, and the loan we give them is without interest, no collateral, and the minimum amount we give is 100,000 naira. And this money is only meant for the thing we trained you on. You can't use our money for any other thing other than what we trained you on. And this must have been after we say, okay, fine, you are now okay. You can do this thing, because nobody wants to throw away his own money.
The event provided an opportunity for members of the VGC Rotsry Club to propagate the ideas of Rotsry Club International and the theme for the 2022-2023 service year.
Rotsry Club of Victoria Garden City was founded in 1997, June 5 specifically in 1997. And we've had 25 presidents, and that was 26 presidents. So we mentioned imaginative president. The reason why we said imaginative president is because this year, theme for Rotsry 2022-2023 is Imagine Rotsry. So imagine you are well educated. Imagine you have peace. Imagine mother goes to the hospital and deliver peacefully. Imagine there is no wahala in your community. Imagine your environment is green, where everywhere is clean. Imagine you have education. Imagine what else? Imagine all the good things in the world, and you find that in Rotsry. So it's an opportunity for you to be here.
In an effort to make life better for humanity, Rotsry Club International devotes every month to a particular focus area. The month of September was for basic education and literacy, while the month of October is for economic empowerment and community development. For your events coverage, advertisement of goods and services, Dara Network TV is a veritable platform for you. We'll give you a wide reach at a very considerable price. Follow us today on our social media handles: YouTube, Dara Network TV, Twitter at Dara Network TV, Instagram at Dara Network TV, or send an email to gloriaforgabriel@gmail.com, or contact Shino Daniels on the numbers showing on your screen: 0802 568 1978, 0903 027 9524, or 0705 898 9874. Dara Network TV, an online platform built on truth and integrity. Try us today.
I have luck to come and meet this kind of thing because my wife just born newborn baby twins. So God, I'm happy. I'm always happy. I'm always happy. I thank God. Thank you. Thank you.
I see clothes and surprise they give me by the grace of God. I see population there. They collect their own.
The infectious smiles and show of gratitude by these ones could melt the heart of anybody. For as many of them that have been thinking of what to wear or eat during this Yuletide season, that need has been settled through this end-of-year welfare relief program organized for people of Ikota community by members of the Rotsry Club of VGC on Saturday, the 26th of November, 2022.
It's one of our yearly programs where we reach out to the less privileged in the society. We share food items, clothes, shoes, both used and new, just to ameliorate the suffering of our fellow men. Nothing is too small, nothing is too little to use in assisting your fellow human beings. Some things that you think are not useful to you, you find others that still need them.
As you can see, we expected just a few number of people, but then you can see the outcome. So you can now see that these people really do not have, and then this is actually the goal, to reach out to a lot of people and then help them in places or areas they want things.
There are lots of people with the hardness in the country. They can't feed, they can't clothe, they can't even have a moment of joy. So like you have seen today, there are laughter, noise, joy, temporary forgetfulness of your sorrow. And that's just the purpose, putting smile into people's faces. And that's one of Rotry's areas of focus. Just as many people as come must have one thing. We have about almost 10 Ghana must go items. So our target is to put smiles on over hundreds of people's faces.
As the need arises, you familiarize yourself with people, you identify yourself with people, you make them happy. And part of those ways you can make them happy is by working according to the 7 areas of focus of Rotsry, which is basic education and literacy, peace and conflict resolution, maternal and child health, economic empowerment, and also welfare program. And the welfare program of that arm is what we are doing now, because we look at it as we are approaching the end of the year and people need to eat food, people need to be clothed. So you see, because of the economic situation of the country, many people cannot put food on their tables. We give them rice, we give them indomie, we give them tomato, we give them clothing and drinks. So over 200 people collected food items, and over 500 people collected both food items and clothing materials and shoes. And we are still counting. And they are even asking us to please come back more. You see incidents of depression everywhere. We don't want people to be depressed. So in our own way, we try to be good to the society because we are people of action. We have been blessed, and by extension, we have to extend that blessings to the community. This is a community we belong to, the Kota, Badore, Aja axis. That is where those are our catchment areas, and we need to be relevant in that community and make them feel our presence. We've been here for 26 years, and will continue to exist here.
Out of about 23 projects outlined for the 2022-23 service year, about 15 have been accomplished by the service-minded Rotarians to make the world a better place.
We gave partially school educational materials, books, and then competing items for their own specific use. We gave food stalls to the Wesley School for the hearing impaired. We've done tree planting at Olomu Junior Senior Secondary School. We've also done economic empowerment for 20 people in the area of crop farming, vegetable farming, and digital marketing. We've done that. We've done a lot. We've done a lot that I cannot. We've done polio work to support the eradication of polio. Currently, we are renovating the Home Economics Laboratory of Muslim High School, Shagamu. We are renovating their laboratory, and we are also equipping it with tables and chairs. In October, we went to Obalende Motor Park in the spirit of diversity, equity, and inclusion to celebrate the independence program with those people in the community.
We've given people so many things. Like, for instance, we are preparing to give even pregnant women some birth kits. Those are pregnant that cannot afford to. They are pregnant. You say, why did you get pregnant? When you know you cannot afford to buy things. But because of people like us that they know, we go from time to time to the health centers. We give health centers medicines. We give them equipment. We give them drugs. Communities, we bless them with what we can, just like you have seen today.
Immediately after the welfare program at the Catholic Church of the Transfiguration, they moved to the Swiss International Hotel, VGC, where they had a lecture on Leadership Development Series, Part 3, with the topic, 10 Ways to Destroy a Club. It was delivered by the guest speaker and Assistant Governor, Rotarian Victoria Kutenyi Ogudimure. High point of the event was the birthday celebration for members born in the month of November, and the imaginative president, Rotarian Motunde Olaleye, was one of them. To support the celebration, he provided lunch free of charge for all. A new member, Princess Uchenna Mokeme, was also inducted into the Rotary Club of VGC on that day. All works and no play, they say, makes Jack a dull boy. So in line with this belief, members also created time to have fun. For your events coverage, advertisement of goods and services, Dara Network TV is a veritable platform for you. We'll give you a wide reach at a very considerable price. Follow us today on our social media handles: YouTube, Dara Network TV, Twitter at Dara Network TV, Instagram at Dara Network TV. Or send an email to gloriaforgabriel@gmail.com or contact Shino Daniels on the numbers showing on your screen: 0802 568 1978, 0903 027 9524, or 0705 898 9874. Dara Network TV, an online platform built on truth and integrity. Try us today. From the tree planting event at the Lekki Conservation Center earlier in the year, the investiture of Rotarian Motunde Olaleye as the 25th president of the Rotary Club of VGC, a visit to the Pachali School for the Blind, feeding of the less privileged during the independence celebration, and many other projects. It has been a very busy year for members of the Rotary Club of VGC and the imaginative president, making the world a better place. On Sunday, the 4th of December 2022, was a time for them to relax and unwind with family members and assess the success recorded so far. Dressed in colorful uniform attire, popularly called Ashoibi in Yoruba language, members were seen at noon trooping into the Lekki Conservation Center venue of the event. Some members were captured on camera dancing to melodious tunes, while others were discussing.
If it is not fun, it is not Rotary. I want us to say that. If it is not fun, it is not Rotary. If it is not fun, it is not Rotary. So we are going to have fun today. I can see that. See tables with a lot of orishirishi there. And we are going to booga very well today. That is what Rotary wants us to do. Now, some people would not also know that this is very significant in Rotary diary or calendar. Our first African Rotary International President, I'm sure we all know him. It was him who made sure that we are having something like this across Rotary. He was the 95th Rotary International President. Jonathan Majagbe served as the 95th Rotary International President. He deserves a round of applause. And he has been the only black international president. He made sure that something like this happens. You know why? He said Rotary gives a lot to the society. We give to humanity. We also need to give ourselves time to unwind. We keep giving, we keep helping, give to the foundation, we bring members, we are in the field, making sure that service projects are carried out. We do so much, and we forget ourselves. We forget our family, right? The children will ask, oh, mommy, every time Rotary, daddy Rotary, this Rotary. You know, this is the time when we come with this family and let them understand what Rotary is about. See, those are Rotary friends we talk about, Rotary family we talk about. Let us connect, let them see and understand exactly what we do in Rotary. A lot of people still have this misconception that Rotary is a cult. Rotary is not a cult. I'm sure if they all come together to see what we do, they will understand that it is not the kind of cult they call it, right? But it is an organization that brings people together from different professions and carry out service projects to impact life. So what we are doing here today is excellent. I want to commend the president and the committee that has put this together. I want to appreciate you all for giving your time, talent, and treasure to your club, to your district, and to Rotary International.
This is the first time we are even on this kind of uniform. You know, somebody just thought, why don't we come out in colorful uniform to, you know, single the club out as people that are together. So they just thought of this and suggested that we all wear this uniform. It had never been done before. So we are doing it for the first time, and we didn't force. It's voluntary.
This event has clearly demonstrated the fact that we are one big family and we are not divided. We had our club election yesterday and it was a success where a president nominee emerged in person of president nominee Rotarian Oluyemisi Adeniji, FCA. It was a clearly contested election, and at the end of the day, a winner emerged. And going forward, we will continue to have peace in the club. So this is just a way of coming together as a family and encouraging ourselves to refresh, to excel. You've worked for 1 year and you've worked for 6 months, and from January to December, and also from July 1st to December, half year of the Rotary year and full year of the Gregorian calendar of the world. So there is no other way to celebrate ourselves. We've not recorded any event of loss. No one has died in our midst. So what else are we looking for? We thank God for keeping us to this moment, and we appreciate what God has done in our life, and we'll continue to be together as a team.
Know that Rotary is fun. Without fun, there is no Rotary. So it's not work as the people think. So that's why I'm telling everybody, join Rotary, you have fun, you have fellowship, you serve your community, above yourself.
My message for the members is, first of all, to thank them for what they have been doing and to encourage them to keep doing what they have been doing in giving and serving the less privileged and putting smiles in the faces of the people that we give service to.
Continue the love and the joy that we have in Rotary Club of Victoria Garden City. Fellow Rotarians, I know many of you didn't know that partially half of those who started Rotary Club of Victoria Garden City are foreigners. Because the Rotary Club of Victoria Garden City started more with most of the workers in HFD. We had about few of them that are from Israel and from one from Cameroon and South Africa. But what the reality about it is that it started more like a family club. And that is the good relationship that we kept. So I will commend the current president and with all the board for keeping the spirit on. This is what we want in Rotary Club, and I congratulate the new nominee, I will say, the president nominee, for keeping the whole thing, because most of the time it's this election that usually cause confusion. But then we thank God that we are keeping it up.
In any society, even church or mosque, even in the whole country, love. I preach love within all members. Let's exhibit love within us. Then we must like ourselves. And that's the bottom line. And I wish members that yes, come rain or shine, let love be our #1 guideline. Because Rotary is fun and Rotary is love.
The fun was not limited to the adults, as the birthday celebration of one of the members' son coincided with the event that gave children the opportunity to catch extra fun.
To the glory of God, he has been a very good boy. Wow. Yes. As you see him so calm, that's how his behavior and conduct are. Wow. Hello. He's a son that I'm very proud of. Wow, wow, yes. Wow. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, and 9.
The 2022 end-of-year Rotary Family Fun Day was extra spiced with a quiz competition that saw many winning gold medals and trophies.
I want to encourage your team to continue to learn about Rotary, improve your Rotary knowledge. It's very important. You can see what we did like a play today is actually very important. So I congratulate you and your team, and I say keep learning and keep growing in Rotary. Congratulations.
And all the women in the house will really feel proud of you. Give a round of applause.
With many more projects to be accomplished in the remaining part of the 2022-23 service year, the 26-year Road Club has carried out uncountable projects to impact humanity.
Rotary friends and Rotary ways help us to serve thee all our days.
For your events coverage, advertisement of goods and services, Dara Network TV is a veritable platform for you. We'll give you a wide reach at a very considerable price. Follow us today on our social media handles: YouTube, Dara Network TV, Twitter at Dara Network TV, Instagram at Dara Network TV. Or send an email to gloriaforgabriel@gmail.com or contact Shino Daniels on the numbers showing on your screen: 0802 568 1978, 0903 027 9524, or 0705 898 9874. Dara Network TV, an online platform built on truth and integrity. Try us today.